Hello, students. Nowadays, we are studying the lesson Evans Tries an O level, written by Colin Dexter. And in our previous video, we had known that, or we had studied that, Evans was a cognital kleptomaniac, and he was imprisoned thrice, and he had managed to escape from the prison all the three times. He was for this reason that he is called Evans the Brick. He was greatly skilled at impersonating other people. He expressed a desire to appear in O-level German examination, and which also was his effort to break the prison. And the governor connected examination board and arranged an O level exam for Evans. He phoned the secretary of the examination, and they arranged his exam. And a tutor came there, and he was taking German O level classes for 6 months. Okay, and what happened then? We will study in the next para. So, move on the story. Evans the Brick, as the prison officers called him. Thrice he had escaped from prison, and but for the recent wave of unrest in the maximum security establishment of North, he would not now be gracing the governor's premises in Oxford, and the governor was going to make absolutely certain that he would not be disgracing them. And Evans the Brick. The people called him Evans the Brick because he had escaped from prison. He had broken the prison for three times, and he was famous for breaking the prison or escaping from the prison. So he was called Evans the Brick. And prison officers also called him Evans the Brick because thrice means three times he had escaped from the prison. But this time in the north, there was maximum security establishment, and it is the premises of governors in Oxford. In Oxford is the name of place, and it is the premises of governor, and he was in the premises of governor, and governor himself was looking on him, and governor wanted to sure absolutely that he would not be disgracing them. Not that Evans was a real burden, just a persistent nagging presence. He would be all right in Oxford, though the governor would see to that, would see to it personally. And not that Evans was the real burden. Evans was not the real burden, but his persistent nagging presence. But his persistence. Persistence means continuous nagging presence. His persistent means continuous, and nagging means troubling. His continuous troubling presence means he was being there was the problem. Every time they were intense, and they worried that he would be the trouble, he would be the means of trouble for them. So governor would see him personally. And besides, there was just a possibility that Evans was genuinely interested in O-level German, and it was a doubt there that Evans was genuinely interested in O-level German exam, or it was his a new trick to escape from them there. So it is doubtful. Just a slight possibility, just a very slight possibility. So it may be a possibility, it may a possibility, and just a very slight possibility, very less, very slight possibility that he can escape from there. Okay, at 8:30 p.m. on Monday, 7 June, Ivan's German teacher shook him way by the hand in the heavily guarded recreational block just across from Deaving. And at 8:30 p.m. on Monday, 7 June, Ivan's German teacher, because he had classes on German examination, O level examination. A tutor used to come there to teach him. And 8:30 p.m. on Monday, 7 June, his German teacher came there last time, and he shook him by the hand. He shook him by the hand, and in the heavily guarded recreational block. That is the heavily guarded. Heavily guarded. Guarded means protected, kept watch. And recreational block related to entertainment, that is the recreational. So recreational block, in that recreational block, that area was highly secured or highly guarded, highly protected. And just across, it was the just across from Deaving. Okay, so German teachers had gotten Gluck, her Evans. Gattengluck, it is the German language, and his teacher said to Evans in German language, Gattengluck, Herr Evans. So, what is the meaning of Gattengluck? Gattengluck means good luck. Gatten means good, luck means luck. Good luck, Herr Evans. Herr means Mister. Gattengluck, Herr Evans. Good luck, Mister Evans. Pardon, because he don't understand. Evans could not understand what he was saying, so he said pardon. I said good luck for tomorrow. And his teacher said now in English that good luck for tomorrow. Because what was tomorrow? Tomorrow he was ready to appear in the examination. So he said good luck for examination. Oh, thanks, or I mean, or dank scone. So he said, Evans said thanks, and he said, he spoke this thanks into German language, and it Dankskon. You haven't a cat in hell's chance of getting through, of course, but his teacher said that you have no chance of getting success. You haven't a cat in hell's chance of getting through, of course. He said the teacher was doubtful for his success, and he said you have no chance of getting success in German examination. Okay, I may surprise everybody, said Evans. And Evans said, I may surprise everybody. So everybody will be surprised and to see my success. Okay. And then at 8:30 the following morning, Evans had a visitor, two visitor in fact. He tucked his grubby string waist into his equally grubby trousers and stood up from his bunk, smiling cheerfully. Morning, Mr. Jackson. This is indeed honor. At 8:30 the following morning, Evans had a visitor. And next morning, the next morning at 8:30, Evans had a visitor. A visitor, not two visitors, in fact. Evans had two visitors, means two visitors came there, two person came there. In his block, in his cell where he was. So and two visitors came there in his bunk, and he tucked his grubby string waist, and he tucked means put inside. He put grubby means very dirty jacket and trousers, and he put up his jacket and trousers and stood up from his bunk. from his place, from his sleeping place, and smiling cheerfully. He was very happy at that time. He said, "Morning, Mr. Jackson." Who was Mr. Jackson? Mr. Jackson was the visitor. Two visitors came there, two persons came there, and one is Mr. Jackson. This is indeed an honor, he said. He said, "This is indeed, an honor that Mr. Jackson came here for me." Jackson was the senior prison officer on Deeving, and he and Evans had already become warm enemies. At Jackson's side stood Officer Stephen, a burly, surly-looking man only recently recruited to the profession. Jackson was the senior prison officer on Deeving. So Jackson came there, and Jackson was a senior prison officer of Deeving, and he and Evans had already become war enemies. And Mr. Jackson and Evans were warm enemies, because Mr. Jackson was police officer and Evans was famous for breaking of prison. So they were warm enemies. Um, and at Jackson's side stood officer, and who was the another visitor? The another visitor is Stephen, and he was also officer, police officer, and he was a burly, surly looking man. Burly, surly looking man means, burly means he was strong, stout, and surly means bad tempered. It is rude. So he was looking very rude, and he was very strong, and so he was standing there, only recently recruited to the profession, and he was on recently recruited means appointed. Profession means job. He was recently appointed in that job. He was a new officer. Okay. And Jackson nodded curtly, and "How's our little Einstein this morning then?" And Jackson, when he said, "Good morning, Mr. Jackson," so Jackson nodded curtly. Jackson nodded, no mean he shook his head. Curtly means short and very rudely. Um, and he said, "And how's our little Einstein this morning then?" And he said that, "How is our little Einstein?" Who was little Einstein? He said to Evans, the Einstein. "Was not he a mathematician, Mr. Jackson?" Evans said. Evans said, "Was not he a mathematician, Einstein?" "I think was a Jew, Mr. Jackson." And he said, "I think he was a Jew." Jew, the race, a caste type of people. In Hindi, that is called Yahudi. "I think he was a Jew, Mr. Jackson." Ivan's face was unshaven, and he wore a filthy looking red and white bobble hat upon his head. "Give me a chance, Mr. Jackson. I was just going to shave when you burst in." Ivan's face was unshaven. Unshaven means without a shave. Ivan's face was unshaven, and he wore a filthy looking red and white bobble hat. And he wore a filthy means very dirty, ugly. Bobble hat means a woolen hat, a hat with a woolen ball. So um, So he said, "Give me a chance." He wore a dirty looking red and white bobble hat, woolen hat upon his head. And he said, "Give me a chance, Mr. Jackson. I was just going to shave when you burst in." Burst in means came suddenly. When you came suddenly in my bunk. What is bunk? Bunk is a narrow fixed bed in the prison. That is called bunk. When you came in my bunk, so I was just shaving myself. I was going to shave when you came here. Okay. Which reminds me, Jackson turned his eyes on Stephen, And when he said, when you came in, I was just going to save myself. So it reminds Jackson something. And he said, which reminds me. Jackson turned his eyes on Stephen. Jackson turned his eyes towards Stephen, the another officer, and he said, make sure you take his razor out of the shelf when he has finished scraping that ugly mug of his. Clear, one of these days he will do us all a favor and cut his bloody throat. Mr. Jackson said to Stephen that make sure you take his razor out of the shell. He said that it after when he has finished and when he shaved his face, ugly face, then make sure and you take his razor out of the shell. Okay, do a favor means help. In these days he will help us, he will favor us, he will do us all a favor and cut his bloody throat. So he wanted to make sure to take away razor from the Ivan's cell. um, for a few seconds, Evans looked thoughtfully at the man standing ramrod straight in front of him. A string of Second World War medals proudly paraded over his left breast pocket. For a few seconds, Evans looked thoughtfully. For a few seconds, Evans looked thoughtfully. He was thinking something at the man standing ramrod straight in front of him. The man means Mr. Jackson was standing ramrod. Ramrod means standing stiff. He was standing very stiff there, and there was a string of Second World War medals and proudly paraded over his left breast pocket. um, and there were many medals. Paraded means demonstrated. A string means the fine cord. It is a cord straight upright on his left breast pocket. There were many medals were hanging on his in the string of on his left breast pocket. Mr. Jackson, was it you who took my nail scissors away? Evans had always worried about his hands. And Evans, for a few seconds, Evans was thinking, and he was looking towards the man. Toward man means towards Mr. Jackson, and when he looked Mr. Jackson, there were many medals on his left breast pocket, and he said, "Mr. Jackson, was it you who took my nail scissors away?" He said, "Mr. Jackson, you took my nail scissors away." Means Evans had always worried about his hand, and he was worried about his hands. And Mr. Jackson had taken away his nail scissors. Okay, and your nail file too, he said. He said, and I have taken your nail scissors and nail file, everything from your cell. Look, for a moment, Ivan's eyes smoldered dangerously, but Jackson's was ready for him. For a moment, Ivan's eyes smoldered dangerously. Smoldered means burnt dangerously. He became red. Uh, his eyes became red. Evans got angry at that time because Jackson had taken his nail scissor and in his nail file. But Jackson was ready for him. Orders of Governor Evans. He leaned forward and lead, his voice dropping a harsh, contemptuous whisper. You want to complain? And Mr. Jackson leaned forward. Lean means bent forward, and lead. Lead means he saw bitterly. Very harsh, very rough and hard, contemptuous. Contemptuous, that is hateful. he saw him hatefully, and he said that orders of the governor. It is the order of governor. So I have taken your nail seizure and nail file by the order of governor. And he looked at him very rudely, very hatefully, and he said in whisper. Whisper means very slow voice, that you want to complain? Do you want to complain? Evans shrugged his shoulders lightly. The crisis were over, and Evans shrugged his shoulders. Shrugged means shook or jerked or raised his shoulders lightly, softly, and the crisis was over. Crisis means the trouble, the time of difficulty. That crisis was over means the finished end. Okay, so it is the end of today's paragraph, and now it is the time of Hindi Shamri. Okay. तो पहले पार्ट में हमने ये पढ़ लिया था कि इवांस जो है वो फेमस है प्रिजन से भागने के लिए, और 3 बार वो भाग चुका है, इसीलिए उसको ऑक्सफोर्ड प्रिजन में रखा गया जहाँ गवर्नर खुद रहते हैं, और वो इस बात के लिए फेमस है वहाँ से भागने के लिए। उसने जर्मन एग्जामिनेशन देने का डिसीजन लिया है, जर्मन क्लासेस ली हैं, पिछले 6 महीने से जर्मन ट्यूटर वहाँ आ रहा है और वो क्लासेस ले रहा है। उसके एग्ज़ाम को लेने के लिए जो गवर्नर हैं वो सेक्रेटरी ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन बोर्ड उनको फ़ोन करते हैं, और उन दोनों अरेंज करते हैं कि किस तरह से उसका एग्ज़ाम लिया जाए। सेक्रेटरी जो है एग्जामिनेशन बोर्ड के, वो तैयार हो जाते हैं एग्ज़ाम लेने के लिए, और सारा मटेरियल भेजने को तैयार हो जाते हैं। और इवांस जो है द ब्रेक, जो प्रिजन ऑफिसर्स हैं उसको इवांस द ब्रेक बोलते हैं, क्योंकि वो 3 बार भाग चुका है जेल से। वो बड़े परेशान हैं ऑफिसर्स, बड़े अलर्ट रहते हैं, अलार्म्ड रहते हैं, इसलिए उसको इवांस द ब्रेक कहते हैं। और वो इस समय उसको इसीलिए उसको गवर्नर के प्रीमाइसेस में रखा गया है, गवर्नर के परिसर में जहाँ गवर्नर खुद रहते हैं, वहाँ की ऑक्सफोर्ड प्रिजन में उसको रखा हुआ है, जहाँ हाईली प्रोटेक्टेड, हाईली सिक्योर्ड प्लेस है। और गवर्नर खुद इस बात का ध्यान रखते हैं कि ये दोबारा ना भाग जाए, और उनको उनका अपमान, उनकी बेइज्जती ना हो जाए। इवांस उनके लिए रियल बर्डन नहीं है, लेकिन उसकी जो कंटिन्यूस उसकी जो परेशान करने वाली प्रेजेंस है, वो उनको बड़ा तंग करती है। वो जब भी उसको देखते हैं उनको डर लगा रहता है कि ये कब भाग जाए और कब लोग हमारे लिए क्या कहेंगे। तो इस तरह से ऑक्सफोर्ड जो है वो बहुत एक तरह से गवर्नर का खुद का प्लेस है, गवर्नर खुद उसको पर्सनली चेक करते हैं, पर्सनली देखते हैं। और जब जर्मन एग्जामिनेशन देने के लिए उसने कहा, तो वो सोचते हैं कि शायद ये कोई इसकी ट्रिक ना हो, कहीं एक पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है तो नहीं है। वो डाउट करते हैं उसके ऊपर कि कहीं ये इसलिए तो नहीं एग्ज़ाम दे रहा है कि कहीं ये भागना चाहता हो। तो इस तरह से 8:30 बजे मंडे को इवांस के जो जर्मन टीचर हैं, जो अक्सर वहाँ आया करते हैं रोज़ उसको पढ़ाने के लिए, उन्होंने उससे हाथ मिलाया बहुत ही वार्मली, और उस बहुत ही हैविली गार्डेड रिक्रिएशनल ब्लॉक है डी विंग में, और उन्होंने इवान से कहा है कि गुड लक। पहले जर्मन लैंग्वेज में कहा, इवांस को सुनाई नहीं दिया या उसने समझा नहीं, तो उन्होंने फिर इंग्लिश में कहा कि गुड लक फॉर टुमारो, कल के लिए आपको गुड लक है, आपको जो है बधाई दी, शुभकामनाएं दी, तो क्योंकि अगले दिन एग्ज़ाम है। तो इवांस ने भी उनको थैंक किया, फिर जर्मन में भी कहा थैंक यू। और वो कहते हैं, जर्मन टीचर कहते हैं कि मुझे कोई चांस तो लगता नहीं तुम पास हो जाओ एग्ज़ाम में, क्योंकि तुम इतने अच्छे नहीं हो, जर्मन लैंग्वेज तुमने अच्छी से नहीं सीखी है। तो इवांस कहता है कि मैं सबको सरप्राइज़ कर दूंगा सर, आप देखते रहो, सबको सरप्राइज़ करूंगा। अब इसका क्या मतलब है वो तो आगे आपको पता चलेगा। और अगले दिन 8:30 बजे इवांस के पास दो लोग आते हैं। वो दो लोग कौन हैं? वो मिस्टर जैक्सन और मिस्टर स्टीफन हैं, दोनों पुलिस ऑफिसर्स हैं। और इवांस ने अपने गंदे से कपड़े पहने, ट्राउजर्स और जैकेट, जो स्ट्रिंग वेस्ट है, बनियान, जो भी वो पहने, और अपने बंक में खड़ा हो गया। और खुशी से उसने गुड मॉर्निंग कहा मिस्टर जैक्सन को, और कहा ही तो मेरा ऑनर है, सम्मान है कि आप यहाँ आए हैं। जैक्सन जो है वो सीनियर ऑफिसर है, डी विंग का सीनियर पुलिस ऑफिसर, और इवांस को वो अच्छी तरह से जानता है। और इवांस और वो अपने आप में ऑलरेडी एक वार्म एनिमीज़ हैं, दुश्मन हैं, क्योंकि एक पुलिस ऑफिसर है और एक क्रिमिनल है, तो दोनों एनिमीज होने ही हैं। और जैक्सन के ऊपर जिम्मेदारी है उसको वहाँ रखने की, कहीं वो भाग ना जाए। तो जैक्सन बहुत वरीड होते रहते हैं हर समय, ये देख कर के कि कहीं भाग ना जाए। और जैक्सन के बगल में एक दूसरे ऑफिसर खड़े हैं जिनका नाम स्टीफन है, जो कि स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉडी है उनकी, मजबूत शरीर है, और थोड़ा सा रूड नज़र आते हैं। और अभी अभी रिसेंटली उनको अपॉइंटेड किया गया है इस प्रोफेशन में, मतलब एक नए पुलिस ऑफिसर हैं। तो मिस्टर जैक्सन जो कि एक पुराने पुलिस ऑफिसर्स हैं, और मिस्टर स्टीफन एक नए पुलिस ऑफिसर हैं, दोनों की ड्यूटी वहाँ लगती है। जैक्सन रूडली जो है सिर हिलाते हैं, उसकी गुड मॉर्निंग का जवाब देते हैं, और कहते हैं कि आज हमारा छोटा आइंस्टाइन कैसा है? इवांस कहता है क्या वो मैथमेटिशियन नहीं थे? अब मिस्टर जैक्सन कहते हैं आई थिंक ही वॉज अ जीव। मिस्टर जैक्सन ही सैड कि मैथमेटिशियन नहीं, वो शायद आई थिंक ही वॉज अ जीव, वो जीव थे, यहूदी थे। इवांस का जो फेस है वो अनशेवन है, उसने अभी तक शेविंग नहीं की है। उसने एक गंदा सा रेड एंड वाइट कलर का ऊनी हैट पहना हुआ है अपने सिर के ऊपर। और वो कहता है मिस्टर जैक्सन को कि मुझे एक चांस दो, क्योंकि मैं सेव करने ही जा रहा था। जब आप अचानक अंदर आ गए, मैं सेविंग करने जा रहा था, तो मुझे चांस दो, थोड़ा टाइम दो, मैं सेविंग कर लेता हूँ। और इसी सेविंग से जैक्सन को याद आता है, और वो स्टीफन की तरफ घूमते हैं और स्टीफन को कहते हैं कि स्टीफन ये श्योर कर लेना कि जब ये अपना खुरच ले अपने चेहरे को, अर्थात ये जब शेविंग कर ले तो इसका रेजर इससे ले लेना, और ये श्योर कर लेना कि ये इसका रेजर इससे ले ले, क्योंकि हो सकता है हम पर कृपा कर दे और अपना ही गला काट दे। अर्थात वहाँ पर एग्ज़ाम होने वाला है आज, और एक इन्विजिलेटर आने वाला है, तो वो ये श्योर कर लेना चाहते हैं कि हर चीज़ वहाँ से, ऐसी वेपन जैसी चीज़ वहाँ से हटा दी जाए कि जिसकी वो हेल्प लेकर के और इन्विजिलेटर को बंदी न बना ले। तो इसलिए वो कहता है कि रेजर भी हटा लेना यहाँ से। और कुछ सेकंड तक इवांस जो है वो थॉटफुल नज़र आता है, वो बड़े सोच रहा है ध्यान से। और वो जो आदमी खड़ा है सामने, अर्थात मिस्टर जैक्सन, जो कि बहुत ही स्ट्रिक्ट खड़ा है सामने, उसकी तरफ देख कर के सोचता है। और मिस्टर जैक्सन के लेफ्ट ब्रेस्ट पर, छाती पर सामने बहुत सारे मेडल्स टंगे हुए हैं, जो कि सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर के समय के भी हैं। मिस्टर जैक्सन पुराने ओल्ड पुलिस ऑफिसर हैं। और वो कहते हैं, इवांस कहता है मिस्टर जैक्सन को कि मिस्टर जैक्सन, ये तुम ही हो ना जिन्होंने मेरी नेल सीजर ली है? और इवांस अपने हाथों को लेकर के, अपने नाखूनों को लेकर के बहुत ही वरीड दिखाई देता है, और वो कहता है कि आप ही ने लिए नेल सीजर? मिस्टर जैक्सन कहते हैं और तुम्हारी नेल फाइल मैंने जो नाखून खुरचने, नाखूनों को घिसने के औजार होते हैं, वो भी मैंने ही लिए। और एक मोमेंट के लिए, एक क्षण के लिए इवांस की आइज़ बिल्कुल रेड हो जाती हैं डेंजरसली, उसको गुस्सा आ जाता है। लेकिन जैक्सन उसके लिए तैयार था। जैक्सन ने कहा कि ये हमने गवर्नर के ही ऑर्डर से लिया है, तुम गवर्नर से कंप्लेन करना चाहते हो तो कर लो। वो आगे झुकते हैं और एक विस्पर और बड़ी हेटफुल्ली आवाज़ में उसको कहते हैं कि क्या आप कंप्लेन करना चाहते हो? कर लो, क्योंकि ये तो गवर्नर के ही आदेश थे। गवर्नर के ही आदेश से हमने तुम्हारे सेल से नेल सीजर, नेल फाइल ये सब लिए। इवांस अपने कंधे उचकाता है हल्के से, और फिर जो क्राइसिस है वो ख़त्म हो जाता है। तो इस तरह से ये आज का जो पैराग्राफ था, आज हमारी वीडियो यहीं पर फिनिश होती है। इट इज़ द एंड ऑफ टुडेज़ वीडियो एंड मैं आपको कुछ क्वेश्चंस दूंगा, उन क्वेश्चंस के आंसर आपने लिखने हैं और ओके मुझे भेजने हैं। सो थैंक यू।